Good to see you again for another Highly tutorial. In this lesson, you'll learn how to effortlessly send out a test for your email campaigns. Let's get started. Sending a test is an important step in between creating and sending out an email campaign. It allows you to check two important things before sending it out to your prospects. It allows you to see how the email's design looks on different devices, as well as different internet browsers. Testing also allows you to get approval from your supervisor that the email campaign meets all of their standards and is ready to be sent out. Under your HighMail Emails page, select a campaign under your organizer and go to its editor. Before we start, go to the email header link and make sure that the verified icon shows up in the From field. This way, you can be sure that both the email test and the actual email campaign is coming from a legitimate address. In the field labeled Send Test Email To, type the email address that will receive the test. Make sure that you separate each email address with a comma if you're sending the test to multiple emails. You don't have to necessarily write anything in the subject line prefix field. Most of the subject line will be composed of macros, which we'll explore in another tutorial. However, you can replace or add text in the area where test number is if you want to make it clear that what you're sending is a test email. In the comment field, type in a simple message to your recipient. After you've filled in all of the fields, there's just one final step to do. Select a lead that will receive the test email. Don't worry, the email won't really be sent to the lead. Instead, their values will be used for macro substitution. You have three different options. Select a random lead, which will randomly choose a name from your leads list as a prospect for macro substitution. I have a lead, which will ask you to search and select a specific lead for macro substitution. I will enter lead info, which will cause all macros that are in the email to appear as fields for you to manually enter the information values, instead of the values being automatically generated. When all of the fields are filled out and you've chosen your test lead, click the Send button. The test email should arrive in your inbox in less than 2 minutes. When a test has been sent, another section labeled Test Email History will appear. This section will show a chart displaying the following elements. Version number, which displays how many versions of this email test have been sent. Resend, which allows you to resend a specific version of an email test. Test status, which displays the date and time of when the email test was sent. Subject line prefix, which shows what the test email's subject line looks like with the macros generated. Recipients, which lists the email addresses of the recipients that have received the test email. And body HTML, which allows you to view what the email campaign's design looks like when it's sent to a recipient's inbox. All right, you now know how to send a test email. Thank you for watching, and we hope to see you again for our next tutorial.